This is Sexy Steve DeMarco. I don't always listen to podcasts, but when I do, I listen to Houston Wrestling Radio.
This is Kelly Kevin from Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, and you're listening to Houston Wrestling Radio.
Hey there, this is Tex Lone Star from Doomsday Wrestling.
And this is Dirty Sanchez.
And you are listening to Houston Wrestling Radio with Travis and Abel.
Hello and welcome to the 32nd episode of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Travis.
And this is Abel.
And we're back here, folks, another week. I'm kind of taking the reins here. Abel's not feeling so good this week.
Yeah, I caught a cold.
Yeah, he's probably going to blame it on me, but whatever. But before...
Well, I was going to blame it on Nancy, actually.
Excuse me.
You were the one who was sick first?
No, he was sick first. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
So see, it all comes back to me anyways.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want anything from any of y'all.
Who's that?
That is the ghost of Mark Henry.
I hate you.
No, that's not Mark Henry, folks. That's a friend of the show, Porsche.
Yes.
She's dropped by this evening to do whatever she's doing. I don't know, but
Defend my honor, god dang it. Defend it.
it's way past that.
Yes, she was besmirched by Aaron last week.
That's
If that's
researched by you too.
A little bit, yeah.
Who doesn't besmirch you? All right. Anyway, so we might have some extra voices in the room tonight, and
To compensate for my lack of voice.
we'll call it that. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we get started, I want to remind everybody you can catch us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio. You can also check out the website, www.houstonwrestlingradio.com, and you can also check us on Twitter @HWrestlingRadio.
Indeed. And also can't forget about giving us a review on iTunes and subscribing to us on YouTube.
Right, yes. Don't forget to subscribe. That's very important.
Yes.
We need subscribers. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you just refer to me as ladies and gentlemen?
The audience.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No, you had to say lady. Yeah.
And if you were going to say gentlemen, you'd be talking about Porsche.
And you were here to defend yourself.
This is what's going to be like all night, isn't it?
Probably.
We're not making you stay.
But there's booze here. I'm going to stay.
There's no booze. Okay, so getting on with the show, folks. We had a pretty good week of wrestling this past week.
And Nancy's getting up to go get the booze.
Yes, that didn't take long.
Great.
There we go. Okay.
Actually, did have a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Got the two straight edge boys and then the two non-straight edge girls here. This is good.
Yeah, the hard drinkers.
Yeah.
The hard drinkers of the group
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Okay, so Abel, we had a good week of wrestling.
Well, I wouldn't say good.
Decent.
Busy?
Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
Well, I wouldn't say a lot. But...
No, so nothing. There's no reason to have a show.
No.
See everybody next week, folks.
It's either one extreme or the other with you, man.
I'm trying to be generous, but
All right.
this guy over here all hopped up on medication.
I'm not taking any medication.
That's right, you're
actually.
straight edge. That's right.
Right, yeah. Just toughing it out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was funny.
No, he laced his water with drugs.
That's why it tasted funny.
Yeah.
And it's purple.
It's not Kool-Aid.
All right, so let's get to it then.
All right.
You want to start off with Impact?
Not really, but let's go ahead.
Okay.
Impact.
Just get it out of the way.
Right.
Okay.
We got other things to talk about.
All right. The big thing is Abyss.
Yes.
Yep.
We're talking about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We needed Abyss to come back because we're sick and tired of Joseph Parks.
Shush,
Yes.
Yeah.
Shush, both of you. No.
What?
You like Joseph Park?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
she's the one person that likes him.
Yeah. It's your fault.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's my fault. I like Joseph Park. I like Abyss and Joseph Park.
Yeah.
Well, Abyss is better. So
Abyss is better, yes.
That may be. Still.
Anyway, so Abyss is back.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that means Joseph Park is gone. And now we have Abyss maybe turning the tides against Ace.
Yeah, in favor for Team TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be the missing link from your little booking from a few weeks ago.
Yes, that could very well be. And, we said this even further back, that in order for this to be a successful storyline and not go the way of NWO, the aces and eights eventually have to lose.
Right.
And if Abyss is the catalyst for that, I'm all for that.
Yeah. Well, we saw Abyss, backstage taking out the NWO B team. I mean the reserve members of Aces. I mean the other guys have
the jabronis that weren't in the actual match.
Yes, those guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Cannon fodder.
The meat bags.
Yeah. But that was a good reveal, I thought.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was coming, but you got spoiled.
Yeah, I got spoiled on that one. It's my fault for not watching.
It is. This is
but
true. You went to a wrestling event over the weekend and not watching being caught up with all the wrestling.
Right, that's all.
Wrestling talk would bound to come up during that weekend.
Indeed,
Yes.
and it sure did, and it was freaking Aaron. God damn it, Aaron! This Aaron that did the spoilage there. So
yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? So anyway, I knew it was coming, but
Right.
still, even knowing that it was coming, I think it was a kind of a good way to weave him into the storyline. So it was good. It was good. I think
It was kind of funny seeing him with the cane wig on.
that's true.
I don't care what they're calling it.
He'll eventually grow it out.
I'm calling it the cane wig.
Okay, you have every right to do so, sir.
Yeah. Well,
The one thing that I was kind of upset about or miffed is the music that they're using for Abyss, his last one. I really don't like that music, man. I dig his older one when he was with James Mitchell. The dun, 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 dun.
yeah. Which one is it again?
It's that one that I just did. I'm not going to do it again. My throat hurts.
Yeah.
But I like that one better for Abyss, or some variation of that one. But that newer one, I just don't like it.
So do you think Abyss is going to be Hogan's buddy again? He's going to start wearing the
Hogan's ring.
Hogan's ring, his red and yellow, and
God, I hope not. I really hope not. But
man, a lot's changed since that first storyline. I was thinking about
Yeah.
that because when that happened, that was before Hogan turned the first time,
yes,
and then wow, that was a long time ago.
it was a long time ago.
Jeez, Hogan's been that long already.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
TNA. Okay, so all right, so we got Abyss came back, so that's pretty the big thing for the week. What else happened last week on Impact?
There was this whole thing with D'Lo that just seemed weird. We said last week, it's like, oh, is D'Lo going to get kicked out after all? And they kind of kicked him out, but then they didn't really kick him out of the Aces and Eights. They just took his vest and said, hey, now you're still in the Aces and Eights, but you're not.
You're a bitch, pretty much. Is what
yeah. Why keep him in and not just like fully kick him out? I mean, there was a lot of people that hadn't earned their cut, so to speak, like several months ago, and all they had to do was just whack somebody with a ball-peen hammer, and then hey, they earned their cut. So you're telling me all that D'Lo has to do to get back into the good graces of Aces and Eights, whack somebody with a ball-peen hammer? Come on now, it's ridiculous.
TNA, folks.
TNA.
Consistency.
Yes, consistency. I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna cut the fat out of Aces and Eights, which I think you should, just so that they can be more vulnerable to be defeated eventually.
Yeah.
Just go on out and do it. This hesitating and just making someone go from VP to prospect. It's like, come on, man.
First of all, that wouldn't even happen in Biker Gang.
Yeah.
I watched enough Sons of Anarchy to know that.
Because that's real life.
It is. It's based on a true story.
Is it?
No, Abel.
okay.
It's not. Jesus.
I don't know. I never watched that show.
You should. It's on Netflix. Go check it out.
Okay. Well, maybe I will.
Anyway.
If it's not wrestling, I don't watch it.
I know.
The only other thing that I watch besides wrestling is freaking Walking Dead.
I know. I know. There's two things that you watch. That's it.
That's it.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, the Daily Show and Colbert, but that doesn't count, right?
Sure, it doesn't count. I don't know.
Okay, whatever. New
They
Jack.
talk about real things.
Well, I was gonna say, New Jack was on the Daily Show. Was it last week?
Yes.
2 weeks ago?
Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know if I fully went with the bit there. I mean, it was kind of silly talking about convincing kids to not go to college or whatever, which, they had a kind of a
Having a
point,
spokesman.
but
New Jack could be a good choice.
Yeah,
for it.
New Jack would be. Yeah, I mean, look how successful he's been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
New Jack, get the hell out of here with that crap. But
Hey, come on now.
he's supposed to have recurring roles on the Daily Show.
He is.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I should start watching it.
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to see him again. Allegedly, I mean, if what
I
if
catch
I'm
Daily.
correct.
Yeah, I catch Daily Show like every once in a blue moon. Just if I happen to be flipping through the channels it's on, I'll stop and watch it. But it's not like I have it on my DVR or anything. So.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with Colbert Report.
Yeah.
For a time, I was a bigger fan of Colbert than Daily Show, but now
Really?
I've gotten back into watching Daily Show more than Colbert Report.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Little tidbit there. Yeah.
That was very interesting, y'all.
Fun fact.
Mhm.
Yes.
I gotta separate something from wrestling with this guy. I get a little, little bait on the string there. I gotta tell
Yeah.
you now.
Yeah, figure something out. I mean, yeah. Okay. There wasn't anything else there about D'Lo that we needed to talk about, right?
No, we've already spent way too much time on that.
All right. Last thing on Impact.
I'm surprised you brought it up in the first place.
I know, but it was just so stupid. You know?
Well, yeah, okay. So,
All right. Let's move on to a match that I thought was pretty good on Impact. The tag match for number one contender of the tag team titles.
Bad Influence versus Bad Influence.
Almost, yes. Bad Influence versus the Dirty Heels.
Oh,
with
yes.
James
yes.
Storm as the guest ref.
Yes.
I thought that was a darn good match all the way through.
Even the end?
Until, that's what I was about to say, until the ending.
Yeah.
Which I was like, what? Okay. But sometimes, you can't just say, okay, just because the ending was kind of bad or stupid, that ruins the whole match. I think the whole match was good. I want to say it's a match of the week candidate. And, okay, yeah, maybe the ending took away from it a little, but still, I mean, you gotta somehow set up storylines every now and again. But anyway, I just like the back and forth that they had where basically, was it Aries and Kazarian were pretty much mirroring each other in the ring for like the first, 2 minutes. That was great.
Yeah, we get, these four guys in the ring. I mean, you're going to, 3 out of 4 guys in the ring. You're going to have a good match.
What? There may be 3 out of 4. Who's the odd man out?
I know who it is. I don't know.
You?
No, I'm interested to see who you want to poo-poo on this week.
Well, I like Aries.
Okay.
And I like Kazarian.
Okay.
And I like Daniels.
Oh, so it's Storm. I mean, not Storm.
What?
Rude. My bad. I always mix those two up.
It's the drugs there.
The shirt that I'm wearing now feels inappropriate.
It's okay.
It's my Rude shirt.
It is. She's wearing a Bobby Roode shirt.
You're the one person that bought this shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It was a gift.
don't defend yourself. It's okay.
Oh.
So,
That's why she's here. She's trying to defend herself.
she should go home now. But I don't know. Out of the 4 guys, I'm going to say Rude is like the bottom of the 4 guys.
I agree. He's probably the lowest on the totem pole.
He's
but
he's just a different style from them.
Yeah. But I don't know. I still think he's good. I wouldn't say, like, 3 out of the 4 guys are good and one's not.
Okay, well, I would, so.
Oh, well. All right.
There you
Well,
go.
I don't know, Miss Bobby Roode over there. What do you think?
I just think he's a great wrestler from getting out, from start to finish. When he was in Team Canada, from now, he's great on promos. He's great with his styles.
Okay, well, there you go. The one Bobby Roode fan. There you go. Well, I like him. I think he's all around pretty good. But anyway,
Okay, so you just mentioned earlier about storyline progression. With the ending with Storm just kind of super kicking both guys and walking away. Apparently he won because they played his music at the end.
yeah, that is the thing that irked me there. He was the ref, and he never actually said, "Hey, this is the end of the match. It's going to be no contest. It's going to." No, he just walked away, and they started playing his music. Technically, that match is still going on right now.
No, it was not. No,
It was never ended. He never actually ended the match. He just walked away.
that's something that Aries would say.
Well, okay.
The match is still on. So, I mean, storyline wise, what do you think is going to happen with Storm?
I think that's gonna. Well, Storm, he got taken out, so I don't know what exactly is gonna happen with Storm. But as far as the tag teams go, I think this is just leading to a triple threat for Slammiversary.
Think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I think will happen, and I want that to happen. I think that'll be pretty good to have a triple threat. I was looking forward to one triple threat this week, and that's gone away. But that's skipping ahead.
Yeah.
It is sad.
All right. So, would you say that did you say that was a match of the week candidate for you?
That was a match of the week candidate for me. Yes.
All right, let's mark that down, and we'll
All right.
we'll save it for the end of the show here.
I am writing match of the week.
There you go.
There you
Congratulations! Wow, you actually did it. Jesus.
I
Okay.
did.
Okay, so that takes care of TNA talk for the
Yeah,
week.
let's get that crap out of the way. Okay.
Oh, I've never said it was crap. Abel. That's just harsh.
I'm just using words to use words.
No, okay.
All right. I'm sick. Quit
We love you,
picking on me.
TNA. It's just tough love.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I guess so.
Okay, so this week for WWE, this was the go home week for well, we're still in it.
still
actually.
is
We're
the
still
go-home
in it.
week, yeah.
But for for Raw really.
Yeah.
It was the go home show for the pay per view. What do you want to talk about first on this?
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to start off with Dolph?
Yeah, I think that's the hot topic for the week.
Yeah.
The world champ. He's concussed.
Yeah, he's still concussed. Still not doing too well.
I admittedly was. Let's just say I watched the abridged version of SmackDown, so I didn't catch the injury on SmackDown. So
I watched it and I was intentionally looking for when it happened, and I'm not sure. It could have been a kick that Swagger did. It could have been the ladder. It looked like one of those two things. It was a kick.
on Raw.
It
I
was
mean,
the kick.
How do you know?
Because
Is that what the interwebs were saying?
that's what Raw said. I mean,
Is that what Raw said? Well, I mean, but that could have been kayfabed. It
Well,
could have been
it could be.
when he
Why
hit the
wouldn't
ladder.
he's concussed, so why would they make up a different injury for it?
They would just say that, oh, it was because he kicked him, and get heat on Swagger, instead of like, oh, it was just when he hit the ladder. Get heat on the ladder? Why would no.
well, he's such a great seller that we will never know.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
issue.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was selling
At first, I
everything.
thought it was like when Swagger hit him with the ladder, he like swung around and like Ziggler's like swung around too fast.
That's what I was thinking.
And he hit the back of his head on that. But then that second clip they showed of Swagger kicking him and right in the head there. I mean,
That's true.
that's pretty sick.
Well, maybe it was that. I don't know.
I'm gonna say it was that one.
Okay, well, we'll just go along with WWE and say it was that.
They could have told the truth for once.
Well,
It's possible. It happens.
possible, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was a big enough deal to where they actually had to change the main event or the semi-main event of the pay-per-view.
Right. Which that sucks, because that was like one of the matches I was looking forward to.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a great match.
You're not going to see the cartwheel off the top of the ladder.
Apparently not. We're not going to see that. Not going to see Dolph go from the top of the ladder into the second row of the audience or anything, so that's
like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon or something.
Yeah. So it's getting replaced now with Del Rio versus Swagger in an I Quit match.
I'd rather see the ladder match.
Me too. Why not make it a ladder match? Just have those two have a ladder match.
Because they're not spot monkeys like Dolph.
Well, yeah, you're probably right about that.
I almost was thinking during Raw, I thought that they were going to add Big E to the match.
I would have been okay with that.
Just because after that match that Big E had,
Yeah.
he kind of got back into the little fray after the match. You know, I was thinking, okay, well maybe Teddy's music's going to hit and he's going to come out here and he's going to tell everybody, hold up.
That match.
Porsche has a funny look on her face. What's up, Porsche?
No, because I'm thinking about that match, like, the only thing I can remember from that match is his wrestling tights were way too up his butt crack, and that's the only thing I can remember from that match. I'm, like, so sad from that. It makes me sad inside.
Yeah. Big E really needs to get some new attire, man. Like
Shield attire.
yeah. First off, I don't understand why he has that little griffin thing on the front of his tights on his stomach.
It's from Jamaica. His family's from Jamaica. His actual family's from Jamaica.
Really?
Yes.
So he's more Jamaican than Kofi?
Yes.
Wow.
Where do they say Biggie's from? Like, where's, like, his...
I don't know.
Do you know?
I don't remember.
Is it somewhere here in the States?
Probably.
Maybe? I don't know. Whatever. But
Well, regardless, it's on the top part of his singlet, and 5 minutes into wearing it, he takes the straps down anyway, so what difference does it make what design he has?
he has to let the puppies breathe.
Yeah, those are bulldogs, maybe he's on
Oh, man. That guy. Jeez.
Some Great Danes or something.
Yeah,
There's some
man.
big old titties.
That's some tiggle bitties. There you go. I don't know, man. His attire is just ridiculous, but putting all that
I
aside,
think he's like kind of a ridiculous character, you know.
He is.
I think he like purposely picks stuff out like that. you know?
I mean, if you follow him on Twitter, like, he's just hilarious, and I wish that his actual on-air persona was more like his Twitter persona, because he's just goofy as all hell. He's a funny dude.
Well, when he eventually breaks away from Dolph, you'll probably see that.
When he's revealed as Caitlyn's secret admirer.
You really think so? Yeah.
God, I hope so.
Let that happen. Please let this happen.
That would be so awesome. I think so.
It could happen if they time it right with Caitlyn versus AJ.
Yes.
That could work out pretty good.
Yeah. So,
Maybe it is AJ. She is crazy.
maybe. But I don't know. I don't want it to be like that thing that was going on in NXT where it's just another girl trying to fool her and make her feel embarrassed or whatever.
NXT.
No, I don't know these things.
Well, it's either that or it's going to be HLA, which is, hey, why not?
That's not PG.
That's not PG, so it won't be HLA. Yeah.
In my mind, it will be.
When Travis dreams at night, it'll be that. Okay. Anyway, so Del Rio versus Swagger, whatever. I quit match.
I'm just tired. I've said this before. I'm just tired of seeing Swagger, Del Rio, or Del Rio, Ziggler.
I agree with you with that, but the one thing that kind of redeems it is the fact that Del Rio and Swagger have good matches.
So, in the end, who do you think is going to be the number one contender? Predictions?
Del Rio. That way it'll be
Del
a face
Rio.
Del Rio versus a heel Ziggler whenever he gets better, which should be soon. I mean, he still had a little bit of memory loss, so...
Yeah, but he's doing well on Twitter.
That's true. Yeah, he was tweeting last night. He was live tweeting Raw.
Yeah.
And I think he did a pretty good job.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, he was being funny and making fun of other people, and...
He won't remember it.
Oh.
And that'll be his excuse, so he won't get in trouble.
I didn't say that. That must have been the concussion talking. All right. So let's move on here a little bit. Well, here's something that was kind of interesting. This is something that I don't know. Maybe this is in reaction to Dolph not being on the card, which is the IWC's darling. Maybe
He's not my darling.
Really?
No.
You don't like Dolph that much?
Yeah, I like Dolph, but he's not a darling.
Oh, come. You know what I mean. But what I was gonna say is that maybe to appease those IWC fans, they threw us a bone in the sense that Ambrose and the other two, Roman and Rollins, are gonna have title matches at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I thought they were kind of pulling the trigger kind of early on that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it so early.
Yeah.
But
And it goes back to that whole theory that I had about, they actually work the IWC. The thing for the IWC was Dolph in this triple threat ladder match. Well, we're not going to have that, so here, we're going to give you the Shield and title matches instead.
I think you give WWE too much credit. But, no, I just think that for Ambrose, I mean, clearly they've been getting ready to push him for a singles push.
Yeah.
They've introduced him. He has a finisher now.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
And he's been getting a lot of singles matches these last few weeks here. So and Rollins and Reigns kind of stick to the side, so they would be the tag team of the group.
Yeah.
So so we have two matches there. We have the U.S. title match,
right?
Kofi Kingston versus Ambrose for the U.S. title. What are your predictions on that one?
I really, really want to see Ambrose win it, but I'm gonna go conservative on this one. Say Kofi's gonna keep it.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Ambrose.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Ambrose on that one, and also for the tag team tornado match, which that's gonna be an awesome match.
Yes, that will be. The fact that they added the tornado part in there just makes that match so much better.
Yeah. So we have Shield, Rollins, and Reigns versus Hell No. I'm gonna go with Shield.
So you think Shield's gonna come out, all three members wearing gold?
Yeah.
That's why I did not want to say that Ambrose was going to win, because I can see WWE giving them one out of the two titles, either the tag or the US.
I'm hoping the tag, so there's Freebird rules. That's all I want. Freebird rules with the Shield.
That's something that I brought up, whenever the Shield first came around, that they could do Freebird.
Well, I think everybody's kind of brought that up for Shield. I mean,
that's true. I mean, yeah, a lot of people brought that up. So, I could see the tag titles going to the Shield, especially since they've had this whole thing about, oh, well, when they work as a team and they're so great at teamwork and blah, 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 they're always focusing more on the team and they're stronger as a team. Whereas Ambrose, you know, he lost to The Undertaker. You know, he can lose in singles matches, but when it's the team mentality, they're almost unbeatable. So I could see them winning the tag titles and Ambrose not winning the U.S. title. And then, hell, maybe even like Porsche said, they wind up doing Freebird rules with the tag titles.
Yeah, I just see WWE like really hot on Ambrose right now.
Okay.
I just think they're gonna pull a trigger on everything. So
all right, I would like to see that. If that does happen, I'll be wrong, but I'll be happy.
And you just mentioned something about the team being stronger, so I want to talk about a match of the week candidate real quick.
Okay.
The 6-man elimination match from Raw, Shield versus Hell No and Cena.
I think that match has the same problem as the other match of the week candidate. Basically, the ending.
Yeah.
You know, great match up until the very end. So,
but you know, this was the first time that Shield actually lost a match.
That's true. So now they're not undefeated anymore.
Right.
And of course, it was to Cena, and Cena eliminated all three.
Right.
Granted, the last one was
one is a DQ.
Blatant DQ. So I mean, you know, they don't look.
Well,
that
actually,
bad.
no, there were 2 DQs. He only pinned Rollins.
Yeah, one of them was a count out, right?
No, Reigns pushed the referee so he can spear him. And he got DQ'd. And then
that's right.
And then Ambrose was about to tap out, and the other 2 guys jumped in and.
So I mean, basically, Shield didn't look weak coming out
right.
of it.
It's like basically they didn't care that they got DQ'd.
Exactly.
They just wanted to
just beat up Cena, and they did.
Yeah.
You know, they beat up Cena. So
and that's the thing. That's even when Ambrose lost the Undertaker. I mean, he lost, but Shield whipped his ass.
Yeah, they took out Taker.
Yeah, and he hasn't been back since. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So Shield's still looking good, and I would say that is a match of the week candidate. But again, I think it still kind of suffers from the ending kind of being kind of blah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if it wasn't Cena in the end, would you still be saying that? Is your blind hatred for Cena gonna say that was just a crappy inning? And
no. Here's where. This is why I have a problem with it, because it was only Cena that was in there that was doing all that. Like, if it was it went down to Cena and Kane on the other 2, and then one of them got eliminated or something. No, it was 3-on-1, and Cena was still able to get the win. Yeah, there was the DQs there involved, but still, it was Cena went through all of the Shield. I would have rather had Cena go through 1 or 2 of the Shield, and that's it. Yeah. So that's where it's come on, man. Really, you're gonna have Cena. I mean, granted, there was DQs, but still, you're gonna have Cena win 3-on-1 versus the Shield.
The fact that there were 2 DQs, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
If it was Cena just doing attitude adjustments left and right.
He pinned one, submitted the other. And
yeah. And I saw that. I was picturing that in my head that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen, so I was like, okay, it's good.
Okay.
So that didn't totally ruin it for me.
Okay.
But I knew Cena was going to beat him.
Yeah.
So. But still, that's still, for me, that's match of the week candidate for me.
Okay. The match of the week for you, or is it just a candidate?
I'm thinking that was match of the week for me.
Really?
But we'll discuss that here in a minute.
Okay, well, let's discuss a different one.
Okay.
That I think should probably be match of the week,
okay.
which is Dean Ambrose versus D-Bry
okay.
on SmackDown.
Man, we got two different matches with the same participants in both matches.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's crazy. Has that happened before?
I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
Well, with us here.
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't. Who knows what the hell we say? Anyway, I think that match, Ambrose versus D-Bry, man, they put on a clinic. They were doing so also on the Raw match whenever they were,
Yeah, anytime D-Bry's in there with someone like Ambrose, I mean,
oh yeah,
they can do no wrong.
That whole match though, it was both of them two just going at it, fast paced. Everything was crisp and clean. It was really, really good, and I like that match more so than those other 2 matches of the week candidates. It's
tough for me. The 6-man tag or that match from SmackDown. I don't know, but seeing as both guys are in the ring,
yeah, that's
for
true.
both matches, there's no wrong answer on that one.
Okay, Porsche, what do you say?
I'm definitely going.
That's great.
Wow, really?
You're such an
You're
ass.
allowed to hit him. Go ahead.
Oh, sweet.
No, you're
Hey,
not.
should I use my backhand or should I use the forehand?
Whichever will hurt the worst.
Somebody gonna get their wig split.
That's what I do. Anyway, I think it's going to be Dean Ambrose and Daniel Bryan most definitely for match of the week.
Okay.
Come on, Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, without Cena. Just take him out of the equation, and we can
Your Cena hatred is blinding you.
No, it's not. No, it's not at all.
The force is strong in this one. That's not appropriate, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know if that illustrated what I was trying to say.
Probably not.
Probably
No.
not.
No.
Other than you're an idiot.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on with the card. Okay, we have
I think. Hold on. I think those are the only match of the week candidates that we have. Those 3 matches: the tag from TNA, the 6-man tag from Raw, and then the Ambrose versus D-Bry on SmackDown. So, listeners, anybody wants to chime in on what you guys think should be match of the week? Let us know. Tweet us at HWrestling send us a message on Facebook. Facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio.
I got another match of the week candidate.
You do.
Mark Henry versus Trucks.
Oh God, that hurt. Oh man, that hurt.
And Mark Henry wins.
Yes, he did.
All the time.
So, I think that was.
Because that's what he does.
I think that was an awesome feat of strength. I think
Oh,
that
absolutely.
That was pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
But this whole thing about them, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, about it being a world record. It's like, who's officiating that? Where's the Guinness people?
Well, just because it's not Guinness doesn't mean it's not. I mean, it doesn't have to be Guinness. I don't think. It would make it more official. You'd have a Guinness person out there with a record and all that stuff. You know.
Well, what I'm wondering is, there's someone out there in like Czechoslovakia or something saying, I pulled 3 tractor trailer. Why not I have, the world title? Something like that.
Should you be doing voices with your throat?
I shouldn't, but I did it just for the sake of the show.
Take one for the team.
Taking one for the team there.
I don't know, but the presentation of this one, it looked legit.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, the overall, them taking the time to get it all set up.
Because you didn't see the other 15 guys behind the tractor trailers pushing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Presentation-wise on television, it looked good. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there and said, yeah, no one's ever done it before. But I just like the fact that he's a heel, but
that was a very face segment.
It was. I mean, the announcers put him over. The Lillian Garcia. Let's hear it for Mark Henry, everybody. And everybody was, and before
the
that, people
players cheering him on.
Yeah, and people just
Sandow.
Yes, I love Sandow in the background, going like just doing the golf club, going like jolly good, jolly good.
Yes, it was great.
So I mean, the whole, like I said, the whole segment, the whole presentation, that was just very well done. That right there, not making it seem like just a heel doing something. That to me is what I'm saying. It looked legit.
Yeah.
Because it seems like something who's really doing,
And I like the way how it tied into the match that they're going to have.
You mean the strap match?
The strap match, yeah. Like, I could drag around 2 tractor trailers. Of course, I could drag around this puny ginger.
Watch it.
Aw, no one likes the gingers.
No one likes,
sad.
yeah.
So sad indeed.
The door's right over there.
Gingers are especially light because they have no soul.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. They're really easy to drag around.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
See, you're getting your revenge, Porsche.
I know, thank you.
No, it doesn't count if you're helping her.
Oh, well. Do it on your own next time.
I don't want to hurt him. If I touch him, I will hurt him. I don't want to do that to him.
We could have our own Sheamus versus Mark Henry, mock-up right here, right now between you two.
The fact that you're calling her Mark Henry and she's not getting insulted, that's victory for me right there. I don't know. That's just... I'll be Sheamus, sure, why not? You want to be Mark Henry? Go ahead, be Mark Henry.
Ow.
I mean, apparently you're calling me like a 400-pound black man from Silsbee, Texas, so you're really kind of pushing it just a little bit.
Well, But I like Mark Henry, so it's a compliment, right?
This is between y'all two. I don't know. Does that become Mark Henry versus Abel Del Rio over here?
Abel Del Rio?
Yeah. I was going for Ricardo.
I might be more
Ricardo's too good for him.
Okay.
Ricardo's too good for him.
Anyway, a bunch of marks. Let's get back to.
Oh no, we're gonna get to your mark moment in a little bit because I already know what you're gonna mark.
Oh,
about.
I know. I'm gonna get a lot of heat for it. I know. But anyway, what's your prediction for Sheamus versus Henry for the strap match?
Henry.
Think Henry will win it? Okay.
Which probably means Sheamus is going to win it.
Right. I'd like to see Henry win it.
He is the Irish Cena.
Mm-hmm. You know, if they really wanted to, they could turn Henry face and just have him do different feats of strength on like a semi-weekly basis, you know, to get him over.
No, because that semi-feats of strength actually takes time to do, and like they only have World's Strongest competition once a year for a reason.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying, I mean, if they do it like every second week or every third week where he's doing something that's like, oh man, this is a feat of strength, people will start getting behind him, and that's an easy face turn. I mean, hell, he almost turned face this week with this one.
I don't want him to see face. I don't want him to go face.
Okay.
He is the most legit badass heel that they have in the whole company.
This is true, but man, like, he's just so funny. That some of that stuff that he says,
he's gold on the mic.
I know,
man.
he's just like, we're already cheering for him anyway, you know.
Well, we're cheering. You know, people cheer for Ziggler and Punk, and
yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, the standing ovation at Elimination Chamber a few months ago like made him legit in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just Mark Henry right now. He's like, in fact, this match is. Now that the triple threat is gone, I'm really looking forward to this match more so than any other match on the card, really.
Yeah. The whole stipulation itself was kind of brought up kind of cheesy, but...
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, that's been how you build to a strap match since the 80s. Like, somebody just got a belt and started whooping you. Oh, you whooped me, so let's have a strap match.
Well, I'm just saying they were doing different things, and they just kind of settled on this one thing that they were doing, so...
True.
But Sheamus literally got his... got some whipped up, man, on that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, just white, just red on white. Looks like a candy cane, but it's not.
Looks like
we bruise easy though. Okay, leave us alone.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, so
all right, so we're all saying Henry's going to win that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to a match that I don't really care about. Orton versus Big Show in
I keep forgetting this match is on the card.
Yeah,
I really do.
Orton versus Big Show.
What kind of match?
It's a Extreme Rules.
Oh.
I don't care match. Yeah, an
a
Extreme
hardcore
Rules.
match.
No
Yeah.
DQ,
Hardcore.
basically. Yeah. Instead of predicting or whatever, let's just say, how many fucks do we give about this match?
0.25.
0.25 fucks? Alright. That's 0.25 more than what I was going to give.
Oh.
I give 0 fucks for this match. I do not give a fuck at all. Not a single one.
You're so crude.
I am.
My grandma's listening to the show right now.
Not anymore, she's not.
She just turned it off. Alright. Travis, what about you?
Half?
A half? Hey, that's more than Porsche.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
why I was kind of disappointed when she said that.
No.
Yeah. Well, let's just say Orton. I'll say he'll win. Why not?
No, Big Show's gonna win.
I don't care.
Big
Whoever.
Show is on psych, so he'll win.
Alright.
Alright.
Sure, why not? Let's go with that. Alright, moving on. Y2J versus Fandango in an unstipulated match.
Jericho.
Really?
Yep.
Just straight up, Jericho's gonna win it? Okay.
I'm mad at them.
Why are you mad?
I was expecting a dance off. I get
Oh,
nothing.
God.
I wanted a dance off.
You know, they
Waste
could
of time. Waste of 20 minutes.
they could have done they could have had Jericho and whoever that other chick was
It was
do their
on Dance with the Stars.
yeah.
Like a thing.
They could have had them bust their moves first, and then Fandango and Summer Rae could have pulled their stunt that they were going
This
to
was
pull.
so drug out, so long. I mean, God, they could have.
That's true. But I mean, why get that actual dancer
Yeah.
to come out
Yeah,
and
it's
do
not
all
even
that
good,
if she ain't any, yeah, exactly. Like, it feels like it was a waste of
Everybody's time and money
yeah,
and effort. Yeah.
it was a waste of paying her to
Yeah.
come out and be a guest. It's like, okay, why didn't you get your money's worth out of it?
That
Whatever.
part aside, at the end of Raw, when they had that backstage interview with Jericho, that was a damn good interview. That he
I didn't watch that. the one on the app?
No, on TV, dumbass.
Oh, I thought you meant the thing on the app where they.
No.
Well, because there was a
Pay attention to the show.
listen, what I was going to say. There was a thing on the app where they actually danced. where it was the Chick and Jericho actually doing their warm up routine for that, and that I thought that's what you were talking about.
He's talking about an interview.
I just said at the end of the show, in Raw, there's an interview.
Yes, I'm up to speed with what you're talking about.
Are you sure it's not your head and your throat?
Shut up. You said backstage Jericho. I was thinking that thing.
Man, you literally hear this every other word I was saying.
It's because we were talking about whether or not they were going to dance. You're like, oh, whoa, the backstage thing. And I thought that's what you were talking about.
Concentrate. Concentrate. Do it.
All right.
When you're editing the show, listen to what I was just saying.
Okay. Yeah, jeez.
God damn. Okay, anyway, that interview that Jericho did backstage on Raw was really good.
Yes, it was. I agree.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah, he got all intense and crazy. He was like, I'm pissed off and I'm going to be serious now. I know how to say his name and I'm going to kick his ass. Basically.
Okay, very good, Abel. Yes. Congratulations. You're paying attention to something.
No concussion there. No concussion there.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Giving me such a hard time.
And plus, Jericho needs his receipt from WrestleMania.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, he probably will wind up...
Oh, you can agree with that. Thank you. Okay. What's next? What's the next match?
Asshole.
What's the next match? Go to the next one. What's
all right. Pre-show. Miz versus Cody.
Don't care.
I don't care either.
What?
Yeah.
Pedestash will win.
No. Hush. No, he just said, I don't care, and involves The Miz. That's your boy, and you don't care.
I don't care who wins it. Because it's on the pre-show. It's not for anything.
But it's still a match, though.
Yeah, but, I mean, who cares? You know? Like, I like The Miz, but I also like Cody, but... A win for neither one of them will do anything, you know. It's just a thrown together match with no stipulation, no title ramifications, nothing. It's just like, hey, these two guys are left over. Let's just stick them on the pre-show.
Well, that's what I would say. I'm surprised that you'd say it too.
It's the sickness that he has.
Yes.
It's the sickness.
Yeah. Okay. Did we skip a couple matches on this card?
Well, yeah, I was saving two of the quote-unquote main events for last.
Okay.
We have Triple H versus Brock Lesnar in a cage.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's really doing it for me. You know?
Yeah.
Is it doing it for you?
Nope.
If it was Hell in a Cell, maybe.
Nope.
You know, a cage match and a Hell in a Cell are practically the same thing.
Not really.
Okay.
Hell in a Cell has a top.
That's true.
And well, it goes. You can go outside the ring.
Yeah.
On a Hell in a Cell, you can do more shit on a Hell in a Cell match. Do you know what a difference? Do you know what the Hell in a Cell match is? Do you know what a steel cage match is?
Yes.
Okay, so you know it's not the same thing. Just because there's a cage involved doesn't mean it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's like almost the same thing. You know.
How do you win a Hell in a Cell?
Pinfall, submission, or escape.
There's no escape in Hell in a Cell.
There's no escape in Hell in a Cell.
There's been plenty of escapes in Hell in a Cell, but that just doesn't mean that they win.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that one little thing there, like.
There's about to be an opening for a new co-host of Houston Wrestling Radio.
Listen, to me, it's almost pretty much the same damn thing, with the exception of if you escape, you win. Other than that, it's like, oh, we'll run you into the steel, and you'll sell that. Oh I'm getting my face rubbed into steel in both of those matches. You could go around outside of the ring. So what? Like, what are you going to do outside the ring? Oh, throw him into the cage. Well, you could throw him into the cage in a regular cage match. It's all pretty much the same thing.
The cage and be Mick Foley.
That's true, but ain't nobody going to be doing that anytime soon.
I know. I'm wishful thinking.
Yeah, you are wishful thinking. I mean, maybe we could see somebody jump off of the cage in a regular cage match as well. So, I mean, that argument's pretty much the same thing.
Well, not with these two guys involved or not.
That's true. Neither one of these guys are going to be doing any of those extreme things. So, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, it seems like they can only put Brock Lesnar in brawling style matches, which is
for good reason.
Well, it's ironic because MMA fighter. Hello, he's
true. You would think he would be.
You would think.
A little bit better technical.
Well, before MMA, before WWE, he was collegiate. Yeah.
I don't know. He's not.
Well,
he's not a technical wrestler. He's a brawler, and he always has been. Which I don't know. I mean, you look at guys like Dolph and like Swagger who have like that collegiate background, and they are somewhat technical wrestlers. You would think Brock Lesnar would be, but no, he's just
kind of clumsy.
Yeah.
That's how Sable likes him.
I'll take your word for it on that one.
Well, she hasn't left him yet, so I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's too scared to leave him or something.
All right, who's gonna win this?
0.125.
I said who's gonna win it, not.
I'm just letting you know.
Yes, okay.
You know what? There's no like added stipulations, right? Just
Right,
okay.
just straight up cage match.
Lesnar.
Yeah, I think Lesnar too. It's about time he gets a win.
I don't know why they're paying him so much money and keep
Have him lose.
Yeah, makes no sense.
Yeah,
So I'm going to say he's going to get his revenge on Triple H finally.
finally, yeah.
Because he didn't. The first match, the SummerSlam, who won that one?
Triple H.
Triple H, and then
This past
and
match,
Triple H
the
won.
retirement one. Yeah, Triple H won.
So yeah, it's got to be Lesnar.
Yeah.
If it's Triple H again, that's just an ego trip on his part.
Well, this is Triple H we're talking about.
Yeah, he did choose his segment to close out the last Raw before the pay-per-view.
I wasn't even paying attention, and I was just like not even paying attention, and I thought that was just one of the regular segments, like before the main event, and like it was over. So like that shows you how much I care about this match.
I dozed off during that segment. No lie, I dozed
That
off.
I believe.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I was feeling a little sick too, so maybe that had something to do with it. But yeah, during that whole segment, I was like, okay, good night.
Yeah,
So
all of a sudden I saw like LL Cool J. I was like, LL Cool J's not on Raw. What the crap?
so yeah, whatever. Bad ending to Raw.
Yeah, I just think Lesnar's gonna win. They got to give him a win at some point. I don't know. It's not like he's wrestling every week where he can redeem himself easily.
Right.
But what could have been with Brock versus Rock?
You know,
Well, we might still have that.
We might, but I don't know if I want to see that. Didn't I mention that on the show last week?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't.
If
think,
anybody was paying attention last week, I didn't mention that.
Yeah, because Brock versus Rock again will be nothing like the first Brock versus Rock at that SummerSlam. You know, that match was just really good for both guys, and I don't think they're going to top that.
Yeah, because it was kind of Brock's entry into the WWE, and that was Rock's exit. You know?
Yeah, and it was kind of a passing of the torch type thing, and it was really intense, and they built it up rather well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's why I don't want to see it again, you know? Okay, last match on the card, Cena versus The Ryback. Last man standing for the WWE title.
For sure his last name is not Rules.
The Ryback rules?
Yes.
No, that's just his catchphrase.
No, it's last name O'Doyle.
O'Doyle. Ryback O'Doyle. O'Doyle rules. Okay.
That's a Billy Madison reference.
You crazy kids. Alright, I don't know, man. I can't see them taking the title off of Cena so quickly. You know, and then again, on the other hand, man, I can't see Ryback losing another title match. You know? Especially now that they finally turned him heel.
I'm gonna admit I was a little dense on the stipulation here. The fact that it's a last man standing match and he just happened to injure his Achilles heel.
I'm doubting that now. I think that's how they brought it in.
Yeah, yeah. It took me almost a full week to put two and two together on that.
Yeah, he has a hurt foot and his last man standing.
Yeah, and they said Ryback.
Yeah.
They said Ryback came up with the stipulation. I don't remember that part of it.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was he able to pick the stipulation?
Because Vicky said, like, hey guys, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Cena says, I'm going to let Ryback because I'm just going to beat his ass anyway.
Yeah.
Ryback, last man standing. Screw you, bitches.
Yeah, I'm the face, so I'm gonna just let the heel choose because I'm gonna beat him anyway. That's pretty much what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. You know how I feel about Last Man Standing.
Gee, how do you feel about last man standing?
I
Tell
don't
us,
like
Abel.
him. I don't like him. It's my least favorite stipulation match. And you add that with the fact that one of my least favorite wrestlers, Cena's in that match.
One of. You
Yeah.
hate someone more than Cena?
No. I probably,
Yeah.
He's the one that I dislike the most, I guess.
I just wanted you to say it.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, I mean, Orton's up there. Maybe I dislike Orton more than I dislike Cena.
Really?
What?
You know what? No, I take that back because I'm indifferent to Orton. I'm like, whatever, Orton, blah.
You just don't care enough to hate Orton.
Right.
You said it before.
I like
Yeah.
his music. I like Orton's music.
Yeah.
So
That's
dang-
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Getting back to that about the actual match itself, they have already pointed out that Cena's undefeated at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
He's the king of Extreme. I almost threw up when I heard that.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
maybe sad inside.
That and yeah, like I said, Ryback keeps losing, and if he loses this match, he's just gonna be like every other heel that goes up against Cena. He's gonna lose, and he's just gonna go back down to losing crap left and right.
Yeah.
Could be losing to Santino, for God's sakes.
Unless they just anticipate that they can turn him face really easily again.
I don't know.
He's got that marketability to be a face, obviously.
Yeah, but I think that ship has sailed now.
He didn't really do anything. He didn't really do anything to the fans or anything to piss anybody the fans off.
Well,
He's just other than attacking their hero, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they do have the younger fans, that Team Rocket hat beanie they always wears now.
Yeah, he's wearing a beanie.
It says Team Rocket.
Because it has an R on it.
What does that have to do with what I was just saying?
I have no idea.
Team Rocket is Pokemon's.
Right.
Pokemon, like, kids
Yeah.
like Pokemon's.
Yeah, I know Pokemon.
To make Ryback face.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Y'all finished?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, of this train wreck of an episode. I'm blaming Abel.
What, you're not gonna blame Porsche? She's the one who brought that crap up?
You want to try blaming on me?
Uh-oh. She got that crazy look in her eye.
She's a guest. This is your show.
Oh, jeez. Alright. Okay. So, you're predicting Ryback to win.
Am I? I don't think I said. Did I? Did I
Were
say
you?
that? I don't know. What are you predicting?
I'm thinking Cena. Going conservative again. Cena, oh, keep it.
Negative 25.
That's not the question I'm asking for.
I'll say Ryback's gonna win.
Okay. You gonna go with your...
If I'm betting money, I'm going to say Cena.
Okay. But we're not
Well,
betting.
I'm not betting no money, so.
She just said, you ain't betting any of our money either.
Joke's on you. We don't have any money. I would like to see Ryback win. That'd be interesting. It'd be a change. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Question is, if he's champ, what's his symbol's going to be on his belt?
The little R that goes on his beanie. That little Team Rocket R.
The Pokemon ball on one side, the R on the other side.
The Ryback, I choose you.
The Ryback. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, there's a lack of something on this pay-per-view. There's a lack of a Divas match so far.
There is.
Yeah, there's no Divas match that we could tell. Unless they're going to go ahead and stick AJ versus Caitlyn somewhere.
Last minute.
Yeah, last minute somewhere in
It
there.
wouldn't be unheard of. How many matches do we have on this card?
Oh boy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
That's-
8. And then the pre-show.
That's a stacked card right there for non-WrestleMania pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not going to happen this time.
Didn't they have a Divas match last year for Extreme Rules? Like Eve versus, like...
It doesn't matter.
That's when Layla came back, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Layla made her big return.
Yeah, I think so.
And look where she's at now.
Yeah, I know.
Running for a cure. Way to go, Travis. Being
I
an
don't,
asshole.
I don't know. She had that nice little finisher that she did the other
And
week.
they've already forgotten about it.
Yeah, I know. She has
Hey,
been on
speaking
TV
of
since-
speaking of submission holds, AJ, that little
Oh, there's
Yes.
the Black Widow submission? Oh,
Yeah,
that's sweet.
what was this, exactly.
Way to go, Abel.
I'm starting to lose steam, man. I'm fading.
starting to Jesus.
Get
Is it called
source right.
Is it called the Black Widow?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's what
calling
they
it.
announced it as.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't catch
Black
that part.
Widow, but it's really an octopus stretch. But, yeah.
It's called the Spider Monkey. I did like it on SmackDown. That little backstage segment when AJ went over to Caitlyn.
It's like, what's up, man? Arms?
Yeah, man arms, and then Natalia came in and she's like, and she's about to leave. And she says, "Gentlemen." She was
That was funny. That was really funny.
Oh, AJ.
So more of this Caitlyn Secret Admirer. Now she's getting some more
More Simpsons.
more Simpsons. Yeah, swag. So I don't know.
Please let me Big E for all this.
Oh God, I hope it's Big E. But I don't know. It could be the Bellas. That all happened while the Bellas were also there on commentary. So I wonder if that's some foreshadowing. That's
Nah, I doubt
you
it.
know. God, I hope it's not like that.
I hope it's something to progress some kind of storyline.
Yeah.
But it's for the Divas, so of course they're not going to do that right.
But
know.
Big E and AJ, they got something there. If they can connect the dots, they can do something. They can make it all connect perfectly well. And I don't know if Dolph's injury, to put him on the sidelines right now, that could either push this forward a little bit, or if this is going to push it back even more.
I don't know. I mean, of course, that's assuming if our humble prediction is what's actually going to happen. That's Big E. I mean, WWE could be thinking something completely different. And
they probably are.
Stupid.
It's
and
probably
off the
Greg
wall.
Khali or something.
Yeah, or
Hornswoggle.
or Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder, no. Poor Zack
That's
Ryder.
funny that you think they care enough about Zack Ryder to put him in a storyline.
Well, I was just trying to come up with people that I didn't care about, and the first one that came to mind was Zack Ryder.
Aw, come on now.
I like how the fact that
It's his birthday, for God's sakes.
is his birthday?
Yeah.
Is his birthday today?
And nobody cares. Anyway, I do like the fact that since Zack Ryder saw that Swagger put all his hair down, now he's gonna do the same thing, thinking that's gonna.
Whatever. Get the hell out of here with this crap.
He's starting doing heel promos on his YouTube page again.
He still has that going?
Well, on his YouTube page, not the WE's page. But
Yeah.
his YouTube page.
Again, he still has that.
Wow. Okay, whatever. So, anything else that we want to bring up as far as WWE talk goes for this week?
Man, I really can't think of anything else. I think that's pretty much it. I think that covers it, don't it?
Okay. Well, then let's move on to some local shows. And, what a coincidence. There was a local WWE show. Hey, guess what? We're not done talking about WWE.
Son of a biscuit!
That's called a bait and switch, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that is. There was a WWE house show down in Beaumont. And, we didn't get a chance to go, but some of our listeners did. And they decided to share with us a little bit of their experience as to, what happened out there. Basically, listeners of the show, Miranda and Nicole and Mary, they all went to the show, as well as our friend from the Houston Roller Derby, Shocker. They all went, and they actually wound up getting pretty good seats. I think Shocker had like second row seats, and they met up with them. And it's like, hey, come on down.
Who's Shocker?
Christine, the one who does the roller derby girl.
Okay.
Roller derby girl. The one that does the roller derby. She is a roller derby girl.
Oh, that makes more sense, Abel. Thank
Yes. I can't talk today. Jesus. Anyway, so they went out there. They and they let us know a little bit about what was going on. So I'm going to pass along all the gossip here. So thanks, guys, for checking it out. One cool thing that they had happen was they met some of Mark Henry's family.
Okay.
Yeah, they met Mark Henry's sister and nieces, and they were out there when Mark Henry was having his match. They were like, "Go, Uncle Mark." I think that was pretty cool. That's kind of a neat little story that they shared with us.
World's strongest family.
Yes, indeed. So Porsche, what was it like when they met you?
I don't know. How was it when you mowed my lawn the other night?
Oh.
Good on. Even though she goes to that every time.
Well,
Anyway.
but it's okay though, because I know you don't look agile, but you jumping over that fence all the time is really good for you.
That's how I get my exercise. Yes. Anyway, that was all. She's not really Mark Henry's family. Anyway, so that was one thing. Of course, they were all oohing and awing over the fact that they got to see Dean Ambrose, and they got to touch him when they came down to the through the. I know.
And Mary hasn't been the same since.
I know. She hasn't washed that hand ever since, But they were all freaking out over that, so that was cool. But one other thing, as far as matches go, old Pac, or Adrian Neville, had a match. So that was pretty awesome. They're taking him on the road. They're having him, do matches. I think that's just one step closer to bringing him onto the main roster. It's pretty awesome. And from what I hear, he pulled off his finisher. Yeah. Which is, I don't know, Travis, how would you describe it?
I don't know. Well, how do you describe
it? Well, the way I described it was it's kind of like a spiral tap.
What's a spiral tap?
AJ Styles is a little flippy corkscrew moonsault kind of thing, except he does it where it's not a moonsault. It's more like a shooting star. So a corkscrew shooting star.
Right.
There you go.
I think when I first showed it to you, that's what we described it as.
Yes.
I just wanted to hear you describe it over the radio.
Right, because you're an asshole. You're making me do it.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so yeah, he did that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's another spot that they'd really liked. They said that Fandango tried to do the leg drop, and it got countered into a Walls of Jericho.
It's about time.
Yeah, so
Yay.
I'd like to see that happen on TV. Maybe that'll happen at the pay-per-view.
Maybe they're testing it out for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, see if
That's
they
what
can
house
pull
shows
it
are for,
off.
ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. So that'd be really cool if that happened.
You just spoiled the ending of that match for the pay-per-view.
You bastard.
Yeah, well. Oops. And then, of course, Christine, she caught John Cena's hat.
I'm sorry.
And I was disappointed
Ew.
that she didn't throw it back. She kept it. Can you believe it?
Keep it. Sell it on eBay. You know how much money you can get for that?
Yeah, but imagine all the cooties. John Cena
One
cooties.
penny?
Ugh.
Just wash your hands and then sanitize it and then burn it with fire.
How old are y'all? Jeez. Grow up. Yeah.
I am grown up. I'm this many years old.
Oh, good lord.
10?
I did this 3 times.
15. Okay.
Aww.
All right.
You can't count.
I obviously.
All right. Let's see here. Shut up, Charles. So that was the house show. Thank you guys for letting us know how it went. Thanks to our longtime listeners there, Mary and Nicole and Miranda and Christine. So keep it up, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
According to Aaron, that's 3/4 of our listeners right there.
Apparently, yeah. Between them 4 and Aaron and Porsche, there you go. That's our
Porsche, she ain't gonna listen to it this week. She's here right now.
yeah.
So.
She don't need to listen to it.
Yeah, that's half our viewership right there.
Yeah. There you go.
Sorry.
All right, so that's that. There was another thing that was going on that very same night. The reason why we didn't go to that show was because we had ROW that same night. Yes, and it was a good show. In fact, it was their pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. They're doing one every 4 months. Mm-hmm. Yep, and so it was that time of year again. So it was a pretty darn good show. I think top to bottom, it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
We
had a battle royal, last man standing match. And...
We did. Yeah. And I think the standout match, and we kind of brought this up, was the actual last man standing match.
But you hate those type of matches.
I do. I normally do hate last man standing matches, and I even said it last week. I like to see what ROW will do with the last man standing, and I felt like they paced it well. I mean, yeah, sure, there were a couple of close near falls where I had to count to 8, but they still did it swiftly, and then they didn't drag it out the way they would on WWE or something. They were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and then they got to it. Yeah. And then of course the crazy spot, which ever since PWA changed to ROW, they've been incorporating some of these hardcore elements, and I really think that's cool that they're taking those steps. And in that match, there was the suplex from off of the apron onto the floor by way of a table that was set up.
Well,
so
let's back up for a second. Let's give credit where credit due.
Go ahead.
The participants in this match that you were referencing.
Oh yeah,
American Eagle.
Yes.
Versus Ruthless Ryan Davidson.
Yes, then they put on a heck of a show. Both of those guys did really darn good in that match. And, Eagle was, selling a lot of the offense, and then he kind of had the big fluster where he came back and got in some of his offense and the high-flying stuff. And it was all really good, and it was a really cool match. And I really dug it.
Yeah, they went all around the place too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They came out around behind us through the audience and everything, which that's something that hasn't happened.
They did the world tour. They went all the way around.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. So that was really cool. So kudos to you guys. You did a really good match there. Also, like you mentioned, there was the Battle Royal, which was
of course.
Cool.
Let's get back.
Okay.
Of course, it wasn't as drawn out like you said on WWE and stuff like that, because let's face facts. Stash, fast counter. He's a fast counter, ladies and gentlemen. He was
fast. He knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Stash knows how to count.
His pockets might have been a little full. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah.
You're saying he was bought off?
Yeah.
He was twisting he needs mustache wax. Lots and lots of it.
He's got the villain mustache. I saw him twirling it a couple times.
He could be dastardly. Stash.
We're on to him. Yeah. Stash.
A heel turn for Stash is in the works, you think?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, a heel referee.
If anybody, the most over ref in the business going heel.
Oh man. Book it now.
Book it, Booker.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, back to what I was gonna say. You know, they had the nice little battle royal match. I thought that was another well done battle royal, but there was something bad that came out of it. Old Mitch Baxter, he got himself injured.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He put up on Facebook that he got hurt.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you didn't? Yeah, he's hurt. He hasn't said specifically what he hurt, but I would imagine that it was towards the beginning of the battle royal. He kind of fell onto the canvas there, and there was a big group of guys that didn't know he was behind him, and they like ran right into him and like ran right into the back of his head and kind of made him crumple forward a little bit. So I'm guessing maybe something like that. Either he hurt his back or he got a concussion or something. I don't know, but it looked pretty nasty, and that's what I'm suspecting where he got injured.
You saw more than I did, apparently, because I haven't seen none of that.
Either way, Mitch, if you're listening to this, I hope you get well soon, and whatever it is that you hurt, you know, I hope that you have a speedy recovery, man.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Of course, the winner of that match was kind of surprising. It came down to the Samoan Beast, which I guess that's what they're calling this guy that we were talking about so much the last few weeks. The Samoan Beast and Jared Steele. And I really thought the Samoan Beast had it in the bag, so to speak.
I wanted this Samoan Beast to win.
Me too.
Yeah.
I really did.
I'm digging this guy. I don't know what it is about him, but that damn lion salt from last show.
It was, yeah.
I don't want to see what else he can do.
Me too. And I think we have a great heel chant for him, where we were calling him Venusaur. I think that was great and a great way to make fun of him. Gotta love heel chants, you know. So I think there's a lot going for this kid, but you know, alas, he was the last guy eliminated. And
rookie mistake. He ran towards the guy next to the ropes. Who does that?
Yeah,
honestly.
Steele just.
Have you ever seen a battle royal before?
Yeah,
Royal Rumble, anything?
Yeah, he just pulled down the rope and whoop, there he went.
Oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, that's why he's a veteran. You know, Jared Steele.
Yes,
he's been around the block a few times.
He knows when to pull those ropes.
Yes, he does. And so he had a match with Hammer.
Right after that.
Immediately after, yeah. And that was another pretty good match for the ROW title. And, you know, Hammer, rightfully so, wound up pulling out the win. And I think that was, you know, pretty decent way to end the show. I really like Hammer. I think he's really starting to get over, even though he's kind of a relative newcomer. But, you know, I like him. So, yay, he won. And he still has the title.
Yay.
Woo.
Not so half-assed.
Yeah, I know. So, since that was a iPay-per-view, that one's not going to be on YouTube. The only way you're going to be able to see that, if you missed the iPay-per-view, is going on to feed.com. That's PHEED. Feed.com/Booker T. Go ahead, sign up for an account. Subscribe to his channel. It's like what, $2.99? Yeah, $2.99 a month.
We have a professional over here. Why don't you let her do it?
Sure do. Here. Why am I wasting my
or did we just do it?
Sore throat.
Go ahead. I'm just a guest.
Oh, now, yeah. So anyway, go on there.
So much for the professional talk.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Go on there, subscribe to this channel. It's $2.99 a month. That's like, come on, that's pennies. Well, not pennies, but you know,
It's 299 pennies.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, come on, what is that? That's like nothing. So go on there, check it out. And
so you've already signed up for it.
Yeah, actually, I have. So go on there and check it out. Is that already up to be viewed, or is that gonna be on there later?
I believe it's gonna be on there later.
Okay.
I will have to get word from my people.
Well, it'll be on there soon.
Yes.
Yeah. So check it out, and it's definitely worth a look. Even though we kind of spoiled a couple of things that happened, but there was many more matches on the card, and they were all pretty darn good.
Hey, if you didn't show up, that's on you. So we're not spoiling anything.
Yeah, and I mean, even though I spoiled that thing about, you know, the last man standing match, it's still really cool to see, and there were some other good spots in there. So check that out. All right, I think that's it for this week.
You think so?
I think so. Unless there's anything else you or Porsche want to add in.
Actually, I was asked to follow up from something from last week.
Okay, go ahead.
Of course, you know, we had a friend of the show, Aaron, on last week.
Right.
And we had a nice little discussion at the end of the show about what's your top 3 DVDs. Wrestling DVDs.
Right, the DVDs that we would use to indoctrinate
right
a new wrestling fan.
Yeah. So, he asked me to follow up with something from that.
Okay. We're taking orders from Aaron now?
Apparently so.
Hey, you always want listeners to write in and do suggestions for the show.
Aaron's not a listener. He's an asshole.
So is Travis, so there you go.
So it balances out, yeah.
Thanks. I don't know. I don't know where to go with that. Okay. So anyway, basically we're being interactive with people that are not us.
Okay.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, that
okay.
does.
Jesus Christ. All right. What wrestling DVD should be made, but probably will not be made?
I'm still going with my first answer.
His answer on that was a Taz DVD. He would call it FTW, Taz Uncensored.
That would be a damn good DVD right there.
Yeah.
I really
That's
really
a DVD
like Taz.
that's a DVD that you wouldn't even have to include TNA stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Just this whole up to his commentating days on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I mean, he could talk about all that incident with JR when he hit the window with the baseball bat, and that was supposed to be the beginning of his big push. But since he injured JR or whatever, he got a bunch of heat on him. So they could talk a little bit about that. And
Really, I don't even know what you're talking about on that one.
when he first came to WWE, JR was in a car.
I don't remember a baseball bat with Taz.
Yeah. The JR was in a car. He was on the passenger side, and Taz was outside of it, and he was like harassing JR, and he had a bat, and he hit the window with the bat, and all the glass broke, and glass went into JR's face, and
Well, what
cut
did you
up
expect
JR.
was going to happen?
Exactly. But, that was supposed to be the beginning of a really big push for him, and then, you injured JR, and then he got a bunch of heat on him, and then...
You remember this?
I don't think I was watching at that time.
I don't remember.
It was a long time ago, so...
I don't remember. Anyway.
I remember that.
Okay, so that's his. I have one.
Okay.
When he mentioned this to me. One that comes straight to my head when I think about wrestling DVDs that probably will never be made. A complete Sting DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can do one with all his WWE and
Well, WCW.
NWA, all that stuff. But they're not going to be able to have him on it.
Yeah.
And he's been in TNA for how many years now?
A while, 4 or 5 years.
Oh, it's been longer than that.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not 10, because they just had their 10th
No.
anniversary.
I'd say at least 5.
Okay.
So that's a good chunk of his latter part of his career,
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to, they would have to actually buy out TNA first.
Yeah.
And then they could probably do it. That's not going to happen, I don't think, anytime
Give
soon.
them time.
So,
Yeah,
Give
not
them
soon.
time.
yeah. So that's the one. That's the one I would say. I don't see that. I don't see that DVD ever being made. Just a good sit down interview documentary style DVD with Sting and all his matches and everything. That's mine. You got one?
That's a good one. The one that first came to my head is going to make you laugh. Especially since there already is a DVD out there, but I was thinking, maybe they could update it or whatever. Would be a Benoit DVD.
How would you update that, Abel?
Yeah,
Do you
please
really
tell us,
want to? Do
elaborate.
you really want to know an updated version of that?
Yeah. They released that DVD like a good, 3-4 years before Benoit.
What did he do after he became the champion? Nothing.
Yeah, I want. He became a champion because I don't know.
Yeah,
if
that
he
was
exists
that
anymore.
was before. That was before he had that whole thing with Eddie, wasn't it? When the Hard Knocks DVD came out, it was before WrestleMania. Was it 20?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he
it was
just won the
before
title.
then. So then they could incorporate all the stuff about that in there.
That's not.
You're a sick bastard.
What?
Well, okay.
Just covering-
I thought
just
mine.
covering his
I thought
career.
mine was never going to be mentioned, but hey, you take the cake on that one. That's definitely not going to ever happen.
Yeah, that's
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying. Oh, that's the first thing that comes to my head. Something that they're not going to mention. Oh, Benoit. But I mean, they could.
Who has Benoit? There's nobody with that name.
there's a Crispin Wall.
Crispin.
Wall.
No, Clark Benoit.
Okay, well that's mine. There.
Mine was going to be Kazarni, his greatest hits.
Oh, get out of here with Kazarni.
If you're going to go that route, you're going to say Braden Walker.
Or the oddities. There'll never be an oddities compilation.
Yeah.
We
Or the
need a
Mexicals.
gold dust.
Mexico.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could happen.
They could.
Yeah. I think that has a better likelihood of happening.
But it probably won't, because people probably do want it, and they're not going to make it.
They probably would have done that one when his book came out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or he'll do it later on.
Okay. Well, ta-da. Thank you, Aaron, for sending in that follow-up question.
And if any of our other listeners out there want to throw us a question, we'll be glad to answer it on the next show.
Yeah.
So feel free to drop us a line. We'll get back with on that.
Mary, don't be shy. She's our only other listener.
You're not helping, Porsche.
Yeah. All right.
We have more than 5 listeners.
So all of our 5 listeners that are listening right now, if you guys could go and listen to Stoppage Time, that'd be great. And they could get
Or
some
before they
listeners.
do that, tell one friend each to listen to our show.
Right, yeah.
And then their
And
friends
then,
listen to their
hey,
friends.
how about that? We'll get more listeners.
And then they could go listen to Stoppage Time.
well, after they tell their friends to go listen to us.
Right.
And then they can probably do that.
Yeah. Anyway, check out Stoppage Time. It's our friends, Hero and Hammer, and they cover the Houston Dynamo and other, football-related stuff. You can check them out on iTunes. It's Stoppage Time with Hero and Hammer. Make sure you find that one, the one with Hero and Hammer, because there's a couple others out there. Also, you can follow them on Twitter at HNH Stoppage Time. Let's see, we have some kind of new news coming out from Narworld Order. They might be releasing some new music here soon. So that's awesome. Looking forward to that. And maybe they'll have some new tune skis for us as well to use for our opening and outro as well. That'd be pretty cool. But keep your ears open for them. And you can follow them on Facebook. Just search for NAR, GNAR, World Order. And also on Twitter, their Twitter handle is at NAR World Order. Check them out. And then, of course, our everyone's favorite asshole, Aaron. If you need any designs.
That's okay. You're our second favorite. It's okay. Don't pout, Travis. Don't pout.
I was number 1 for so long.
I know, yeah.
Getting soft from my old age.
Check out Aaron's Facebook page at Awesome AG Designs. It has all the designs of all the different things that he's made, t-shirt designs, logo designs, and what have you. He's done a bunch of stuff, so check that out. Also, his Twitter handle is at MeanAaronG. And there you go. So check that guy out. Let's see, what else do we have? Of course, Wizards podcast. I wonder if Aaron got his box of wizardry yet.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard from him yet, so I guess
I'm sure
hasn't.
he'll let us know.
Oh, yeah.
He likes to do that.
So, yeah, go buy a box of wizardry from shiningwizards.com and listen to their podcast. And their Twitter handle is at Wizards Podcast. And, there's some good guys. Let's see what else.
Don't forget, we talked about last week, but a couple weekends, we have Comapalooza.
Yes.
Here in the Houston area, George R. Brown Convention Center. Of course, they'll have our friends of the show, Doomsday Wrestling, will be there.
Indeed, they'll be putting on a show.
NWA Houston, yeah.
And we do have the exclusive information as to what the schedule of events will be on our last week's episode.
Well, it's not exclusive anymore, but...
Well, yeah, but...
We did first.
Yes. If you guys want to know what the schedule of events is for Doomsday and NWA Houston and the Houston Roller Derby Girls and Papa Pump, go and listen to our last show.
2 plus 2 equals 5.
Right. Steiner math over there.
Holler if you hear us.
Yeah. Okay. Also, don't forget to sign up for the wrestling game at thewrestlinggame.com. You can have a little profile where you make a little wrestler and you try to, win. It's that simple.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah. Yes, our friend Max from Wrestling with Subtitles, he's doing the marketing for those guys. So, help him out and also go support his cause, Wrestling with Subtitles. Look that up on Twitter at Wrestle Subtitle. What?
And don't forget to follow Booker T's Reality of Wrestling at BTRO Wrestling on Twitter.
There you go.
I gotta plug it somehow.
Yeah, you sure did. Way to go.
Yay.
Good
Good job, Porsche.
Yes, good job. Yay. All right. I'm tired. I gotta go pass out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did good, Abel.
Thank you.
Yay. Get in the drugs.
No drugs.
Get more drugs. Yeah.
No. I'm fine.
All right, Abel. Well, I think we made it through the show.
We did.
Try to take over for a little bit at the beginning there. So
Thank
try
you.
to
I
help you out
appreciate
there.
it.
So maybe we'll be back to normal next week. Mm-hmm. And
Hey, this is a short show this week.
you're welcome.
Yeah, maybe I should be sick every week.
Yeah.
All right.
So next week we'll be talking about the pay-per-view.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And how we can give you the Ebola virus.
And then the next
What?
pay-per-view coming up, Slammiversary.
When's that?
That's on the 2nd. Well, that's another 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Oh, and our road trip to ROW. I mean,
Or
ROH.
ROH. Yes, ROH in San Antonio.
Yep, that's coming up.
That's coming up. All right, so we got a lot to look forward to here.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I guess for this week that'll do it. So thank you so much for listening and for tuning in, and let your friends know, and hopefully we could grow this up a little bit more, and that'd be cool for us and for you guys, because then we'll have more interesting stuff to tell you.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.